Spring is just around the corner. It's coming. I can smell it when I go out in the morning. It's so weird. It's a smell I haven't smelled since I went to Rother. Like third grade.
Wow.
We lived on Manzanita. What, 486, 426, 480, one of those? I was 10. That's why I drew a picture of a Roadrunner.
Yes.
And they put it on the math sheet.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I could look at something and draw what I was looking at. Because I was just going by the shapes. And it's easier if you turn something upside down. Like if you got like a picture. I don't know. Anything will do, Marge. Fucking Jesus. I'll use this little picture of my little Marge. Little retard Marge. Little retard Marge. But when you look at that, see, when you turn it upside down, your mind isn't seeing the whole visual picture. It's just seeing shapes. So if you just draw like the shade and stuff like that, and then you turn it right side up, whoa, you an artiste. That's cool. I cut my hair today.
You did?
Yep. I did. I can't see the back. I just go by feel, but I think I do all right, and who cares if I don't? Who cares, man? If somebody was really concerned about my haircut, then come on over and finish this up for me, because people are just so quick to just be like, pick out people's flaws, their character. I do it too. It's the positions of the planets, and last 2 days, man, I've been so pissy. Just Pissyness. It's what I call it when, Benny breathes around Tucker when Tucker's sleeping, and then Benny comes in. Tucker's just instant Pissyness. Just his mere existence, his presence is just enough that, to make him so mad, man. Oh, tomorrow Tuck goes to the vet. He's got to get his dental, and they're going to cut off a thing on his foot. He licks it a lot, so I'm glad. I just hate the after, cause Arthur Boo, I had a dog, my reason, this guy, Arthur Boo, he's why I enlisted into the Air Force, cause I wanted to be able to take him to the vet when he got older. Here he is. Here's Arthur Boo. Had him 17 years. Got him with my first terrible relationship. Dita, she was a belly dancer. I could dance with a sword on my head. Yeah. So I can belly dance. It's all about muscle control. Anyway, so Arthur Boo, why was I starting to tell that this song is messing with my mind? I like this song. I just don't want it right now. It's messing with my mind. So I went into the Air Force for him, and he got a tumor, and where it was below his tail, but above his poop chute. So that little piece of skin in there, it started growing, and it grew to the size of a golf ball. And Dr. Tross, my veterinarian in Omaha, he's just like, well, if it doesn't, we leave it until it's like, okay, got to take it off. Well, it was starting to break open and stuff like that. So he went ahead and removed it. I looked him up. I think he retired, man. He was the best vet. I think he had a son that was autistic or something, so he would just like, it's okay, calm down, take it easy. The vet I got now does the same thing. Oh, really? I didn't get as worked up when I was in Oregon about stuff. So he went ahead and removed the tumor, and what happened was I was still in the Air Force. And I had to go to work every day, and so I had to leave him alone. And what I found out, I come home and he was like scooting. he was scooting, and all the stitches broke open, and I was like, because see, I've disassociated so many times. I handle things, you know. I don't stop and think about how I feel about the situation. Let's take some time and process this. No, I don't get to do that in my life. I handle it, and then later I'm like, whoa, I gotta freaking put myself back together again. And the older I get, the harder it is, because those fucking 8 anthrax vaccines they gave me, sons of bitches. I'm still alive, though, motherfuckers. I'm still alive, though. So I guess there's a 40% recovery rate, so. Or a survival rate that got those is what I heard. So 60% of the people they gave that test drug to are dead. They're dead, and I'm not one of them, so fuck you, Uncle Sam. The shit they do to people that, you know, oh, don't get me started. Anyway, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And so he busted open his stitches, and, you know, I was like, woo, okay, this is a good one. Yeah, this is nice, right? So I took him back, and he had, you know, but see, Omaha, you have, like, it's like a city. It's like a town. Like, they have, like, emergency vets and shit there. The town I live in now, you gotta fucking drive, like, to, I think, Colorado, like, one way an hour and a half, or Albuquerque for some shit, you know? It's just, it's, I don't know. I just keep seeing things changing. What I want to see is I want to see a freaking rotation of freaking, instead of like traveling nurses or something like that, have traveling vets and have them come have like 3 or 4 of them come stay in Taos and just specifically have freaking spay and neuter clinic. And just have them do spay and neuter, because we got to get a handle on this, man. Too many animals are dying. And they don't, it's needless. They don't got to. And there's solutions. People just got to fucking get up off their fucking ass and do shit. But hey, things are changing, right? Take it easy there, Marge. Cool your jet, so Marjo. So, anyway. It's just them going under the gas is what I'll always, because we don't always get the same version. They don't always come out. People too. Same goes for people. You don't always get the same version going in. So, you know, you're messing with ethers. And so it's just like, I get all wound up. You know, I get all wound up, and then it happens, and then it's okay. And even if something happened, you know, God forbid he didn't wake up or something, you know what? We got 12 good years. Mission accomplished. I found this picture of him the other day. I haven't seen it in a while. There it is. Now his face is all white and stuff, but he's my tuk-tuk. He came from a puppy mill in Missouri. I have a real hard time with breeders. I think it's selfish. I think it's the sex trade for pets. I think making money on an animal's uterus is fucking disgusting, frankly. And I've said this so much, and yet people, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart when people on my feed are all, I got this new dog from a breeder. I mean, people that are close, near, dear to my heart. It's like, do I not make myself clear enough? But these are just more shit I got to let go. I found out some more shit I got to let go the other night. It kind of freaking took the wind out of my sail. I'm not gonna lie. There's good news in it, though. Because I'm off the hook. Because people that don't exist can't mourn, right? So, found my sister's, the father of her youngest 3 children. They're all doing well out in California, except it's flooding and underwater, and there's tornadoes in California, man. You know, you had a lot of good years, but, you know, how much did people pay forward with all that rich abundance and all that glorious freaking good vibes that you were getting. How much, see, that's how I know people didn't pay it forward, because they're getting their karma. It happens everywhere. Everybody gets their chance to ride. Everybody gets their chance to ride. So, anyway. What was I saying? My train of thought. Oh yeah, and I found out. I saw him on Facebook, and we became friends. And he's like, haha, funny. He said, I didn't even know that Jessica had siblings, and I was like, I could understand if I didn't try, if I had just never cared, because so many people don't. They just don't. They just out of sight, out of mind, And this is both of my Virgo siblings that have denied me in my life. So this is the shit that I get over, is coming into my power and learning how to believe in myself in spite of coming up in an environment where nobody else believed in me, and I fucking did it. And in 1 month, I'm about to be 49 years old. If I look at all the people that freaking don't want to have nothing to do with me, think I'm like loco in la cabeza or whatever, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke cigarettes, the only medicine I do is cannabis, and I'm seriously considering not doing that for a while, and just shifting gears, so to speak, But we'll see. I was gonna make lemon bars, and then I thought, you can't make citrusy stuff with, it takes away the potency. So if you ever eat edibles, or you're smoking like really high THC indica, and you're just like not having a pleasant experience with Mary Jane, yeah, she's breakdancing on you or whatever, just drink some orange juice. It tapers down the effect. I've never been that stoned in my life myself. I've never had an edible, or I think I threw up one time, but that was like more related to different energy, because I'm an energetic sensitive. I'm autistic, man. I'm like the good doctor, but I'm psychic intuitive, so I pick up on people too. So I try not to. I go through world just like, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know what people think about me. I really don't. I struggle with interpersonal relationships as it is, I just want to make some friends in the world. And it gets all complicated, gets all weird trying to make friends, I hate it, because like being who I am, people look at me and they say, oh, she's a gay chick, right? She's a gay, if I want to be friends with the girl, I must want, no. That's like the farthest thing from, I'm so old fashioned that I don't look at people and be like, you know what? Let's date. I look at people and be like, you know what? They feel good. They feel good. I think it would feel good to hang out with them. I would like to get to know them better and see if I'm right about who I think they are. And sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But usually I don't even get the opportunity to find out. Because people, as far as I'm concerned, every female on this planet is somebody else's wife, whether they're even in a relationship or not. That's just how I look at it. Then I don't get all mixed up when somebody's just being nice to me, You know what I mean? Because sometimes I don't know the difference. And I try not to get angry. Because that I get so angry. I can get so angry. I haven't in a while. I haven't in a while because I've been meditating a lot. Because I know it's fucking Pisces season, man. I'm a watery mess as it is. Pisces season. Who wants to feel? I don't think anybody wants to feel. And every year this season comes up just so people can rectify that final stuff. This is like the end of the year as far as I'm concerned. This is like, 20th of this month, 9 days from now is summer or spring solstice. It's new beginnings. It's the new year. It ain't freaking January. Isn't that they just do stuff to mess with people, like this clock crap. This daylight savings it just messes with people's clocks. Now, and people are already going to be vulnerable this week because of the planetary alignments. I was listening to Candace Marie today. She's got a lot of good information of this week, and it's just a very freaking I'm gonna do dog stuff tomorrow. I'm probably just, that's the thing is energies happen, energies, potentials, the solar flares are happening, and I think those like blast the planets and then light up in people's like storylines, like a solar flare blasts Jupiter, because they just say it's not blasting Earth. They don't say what direction it's blasting, right? So like the CME blasts, and they're like blasting Jupiter, or they're blasting Venus or Pluto or whichever, and it's these storylines, and then these activations are coming up in people, and it's like, and all their ancestors are freaking shaking their tambourines and their DNA. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is not what God intended. This is not what God intended. People are freaking out about the whole artificial intelligence thing. I told a kid the other day, I said, well, think about it. Anytime somebody says something that isn't true and a group of people believe it, that is artificial intelligence. Our artificial intelligence has been around. Now it's just automated. But you know what? When I grew up, I was 9 years old, first time I saw Terminator. And Mom always had these boyfriends that were like the Connor dude. So they always were like teaching me stuff. I had my first knife when I was like 5 years old. Like hunting knife with the sharpening blade in it. And they taught, because kids aren't stupid. They're freaking brilliant, man. You can have little kids out there turning wrenches if they want to, because it's fun, because that was me. And their little arms can reach in there better and stuff like that. But I mean, just because it's fun, and you give like kids big puzzles to do like that, their ambitions are gonna grow. They're gonna be that much bigger. They're just gonna be that much more grand, because you're. But mom, see, because Mom had people in her life, thank God, these earth angels along the way, just said, encouraged me in ways like being physical, getting my yah-yahs out. Because so many people are experiencing this right now, because a lot of people feel good. There's just, oh, I feel good because I feel good. Okay, what are you going to do with that good that you feel? I'm gonna go out and work in the garden. Get the garden ready. I don't really care about because I got neighbors, where it's going to be like a community garden. I don't really care whatever. I just want lettuce and tomatoes. That's it for sandwiches. That's all I care about. I mean, our diet's like the same. We don't, it's every now and again I'll get a fancy meal, or I'll cook something real nice, or but I mean, it's just food's food. It's for sustenance, it's not to I handled my emotions. I've made friends with my demons, so I don't need to feed them. because I ain't feeding them. You know, we coexist, me and my shadows, and that's why Tucker's over. I love. So that's the thing, man. See, that's why I gotta be so present in the morning, because I'm listening to my little dogs, you know, and I can get heady. I can get so heady. I can take myself to the places that just will break my own heart constantly, you know, because like one day as we live in life, I've noticed that there's like sayings, and then there's situations that happen in life, and I'm like, okay, well, that's how I learned about that saying. And when Arthur Boo died, and I came home and opened the door, and his little toes weren't tapping at the door, I opened the door, and I was like, it hit me like a blast. I was like, that is what they mean by silence is deafening. You know? So, like, your life is so full of all these things, but people aren't good with the quiet. They're not good with the quiet, and the quiet is what people need, man. People gotta get still, man. People gotta start praying. That's your, that's connecting to God, source creator, and then they gotta freaking turn around and meditate to receive the whatever they're praying about. The knowing on how they're gonna get whatever they're praying about. And then you gotta go out and do the thing, the knowledge that you get from meditating, you know, like, help me with this problem. I know it can work, man. I am a freaking testimony about it, because I know it. I know because that's how we got here from Salem, Oregon. So, you know, things are gonna things are just gonna get more and 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 more goofy, crazy. I just, you know, encourage folks to keep your wits about you. And when I mean it's wits, you know, not just just pay attention to what's going on around you, your surrounding, but stay witty, you know, stay in the laughter. You know, I think that's why, Mom and I think that's why you do okay, Ma. You know, I think that's why you still want to live, you know? Because what happens is people get to a point that the pain it outweighs the freaking glee. And I have a lot of days like that. And you just can't imagine just freaking living this way for the rest of your, I can't even imagine that, okay, this is how it is, because this is how my life is, and this is the choices that I made to get me to the point that I'm at, so I can't complain, and I can't gripe, and I can't bitch, and can't do none of that. I just gotta accept my fate, because I made a promise, all that, you know. And people can give themselves a break by free themselves up by not thinking in such long-term terms and thinking in more, you know. That's why so many people live by the one day at a time. Just get through this day. Yeah, because if you just get through this day, and if you go to sleep and then you wake up and then you just get through this day, and you go to sleep and you wake up and you just get through this day, and you look back and you see all the days that you got through, you know, instead of, like, you know, piling all those days together. So, guess I'll look in the chat. I haven't looked in the chat yet. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Kevman. Sticky orange fingers. That's funny. The little girl had a little orange lolly. I said, "What flavor you got?" I love kids, man. They are so fun to be around. And I still have the mentality of a child. So it's fun to watch, because they're like, they see an adult that acts like them. It gives them more permission to be them. And I just want them to, I want littles to be littles as long as they can in their 20s. I don't want people to think about freaking worry about chasing sensation, go out and getting naked and rubbing and all that weird, awkward stuff, man. I think people should court. That's what I do. I don't date. You know, I see somebody I like. I want to spend time with them to see if I want to spend more time with them. And if something unfolds, that's cool. But I'm like one of those people that I won't do nothing for 90 days. So none of that 2 date, 3 date, 10 date, you know, let's no. Because my heart says if you wait 3 months and you don't do the fucking Chuck, you decide if you like that person, you know, and maybe you decide you like them, but you don't like them like that, you know, bygones. Maybe you decide that you don't like them, you know, but either way, you're not freaking messing with your karma, and they're not messing with yours, you know, that energetic, you know, where you tied in, where it's like, you know, they give you an orgasm, so you're fucking indebted for them for the rest of your life or something, because you can't get one no place else. Or it's just, sex is being a human is dumb. It's just dumb, man. Excuse me. I did a Joey. It is. And it was like, I just wanted to be friends with girls in school, you know, and hang out with them and stuff. And it's just like, they always wanted to hang out with their dumb, stupid boys, and I hated it. Or I'd go hang out with them and listen to them cry about the boys, and then have to walk home like 3 miles because I go home with them on the bus, get off with them, and mom say, you got to be home by this time, and I'm not picking you up, and you're walking home. And I'd be like, okay. Stupid. Mini Russia? No, I'm not a teacher. As a matter of fact, they just had like back in I don't have a hometown. My hometown, I carry in my heart, I guess. There ain't no place that'll have me back to be a hometown, so I don't got none. But I did do the last time I danced with this sword on my head was at a bridal party, and they're not even married no more. No, I'm no belly dance teacher. I dance. I don't know. It's to stay loose, because I don't want my freaking joints and stuff to seize up from all the shit Uncle Sam gave me. You know? So that's the thing. And then plus, I do get satisfaction. I ain't gonna lie. I get satisfaction. I go out in the world, and all I do is I look around at all these people, and if they're freaking, you know, older than me, they probably weren't in the shape I was in, or I'm in now, when they were in my age. When they're younger than me, they're probably not going to be in the shape that I'm in now. And when I look around people that are my age, please. Please. Yeah. No, that makes me feel good. And then, like, I was having a rough day today. I was just having a pity party, just, you know. And I got a message from Land at 10. Hi, Marge. Just wanted to say hi and let you know we are thinking of you. We enjoy your little talks with much meaning. Can relate to so much of what you say. By the way, Tom still says you don't even look 39, much less 49, more like 29. So keep on with all you do. You're a true gift to the world. TC. Hi to Mom, Pups, and the Kittens. I love when people include Mom too. So, yeah. So I don't know. I guess when I go out in the world and people are shitty to me, you know, because they didn't do the work, go ahead, be shitty to me. I can take it. I'll come home, I'll fall asleep okay. I won't stay asleep all right, but I'll fall asleep all right, and then I wake up and I don't sleep good at night. But get some sleep, Gigi. See you later. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'll find peace. I'm gonna go dance it out some more. And I'm not even keeping track of where the moon is anymore because I don't want to, like, get heady every time it gets into certain positions. And for me, those are any earth signs. Any earth signs at all. So, tomorrow's, yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. It always is, you know. I've been through so much worse. I'm not being faithful. I'm being fearful. That's all that it is. And I can't, and nobody's going to change that but me. So, whatever. What else was I going to talk about? I think I hit all the points. I'm at the 30-minute mark too, I think. 31:26. Oh, I wish Gigi was here all next time, because I don't know if... I couldn't eat ice cream when I was little, Margie. I'd get mocha mix. Yeah. I don't even like milk so much anymore. So every now and again, I'll want a big old glass and guzzle it. Ma. I'll get it to cook with, but we don't drink it a lot because it makes me mucusy. I used to go to the bars with my friends, and because I do it when I was sober too, and I would be like, "Hey, got any frosty mugs?" Yeah. Got any milk? Could you put some of that milk in a frosty mug for me, please? What? Mostly they wouldn't do it, but every now and again. I don't know. I just think I got freaking pretty decent abs too. But they're not like they were after I got the car got repoed. John Travolta. But yeah, back in where I grew up, they just had a big old huge belly dancing freaking thing. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. Marge, you do what you need to do to wake up tomorrow for a nader. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, hi, Jessica. How are you? I hope you're doing all right. I don't breathe. I mean, that's so funny because people I forget to breathe. People often tell me, Marge, breathe, because I won't even realize it, that I'm not breathing. And people be like, Marge, breathe. Like, okay. I don't know. It's all this. And then I listen to people's talks like the crappy childhood fairy, and all this stuff is like related to fucking my early childhood trauma and shit. And I'm like, who cares? It doesn't matter, you know? And even when I was a little girl and all this really nasty stuff was happening around me, you know what I was thinking of? I was cognitively thinking, this is the crap that when you get older, people are going to say, you need to get over it. I said, this is the stuff, you know, stuff that I don't know. I'm not saying that people, I'm not putting myself in a position of, I'm putting myself in a position of higher experience because of the things that I've seen. So I know this broad spectrum of how ugly humans are to humans, and I've always known it. It's not a fact that it's something that I'm waking up to now. You know, the grossness of humanity and mankind and what it does to be. No, I've known this my whole life since I was 10 months old and my hip still pops, you know, people rape babies. I was a baby that a person raped. It happens. And I don't tell people that for, I don't know, what's the word? Debbie Downer credit points. I tell people because stuff like this happens to regular people every day. And we got to learn how to have a decent, productive life without suffering every day. You know, we got to teach each other how to do it. And clearly I've in some capacity, I've learned a lot of handy tools because I'm the product. So, anyway, I think that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.